Alright, well, just because we are live, so just so everyone knows, this is collective competitive. This is SG versus NH. The map will be the map will be bank. Map will be bank. And I'm F6 Loopy, and my co-host is Fenix, right?
Yep.
Is your Discord working now?
Yeah, it's booting up right now on my computer. We'll see if it works. Hopefully it does.
Waiting for everyone to file in. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Alright, sweet, my Discord's loading up. I just gotta log in. And it should work, because who knows what's going on my phone.
Sorry, everyone. We're just having some slight issues with Discord. Your audio is included, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I got that set up. And perfect, there's Discord now. About time to load it up.
Waiting on some technical issues.
Wish it would just work on our phones, but who knows? I mean, never seen this problem before.
I can try loading up the video on my phone if you would like. My laptop I thought would be easier and nicer.
You can try it. I mean, it might work. I'm not quite sure though why it would be messed up. Oh, there we go.
You see? Oh, okay, so it works on my phone apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just what?
Alright. I guess that solved that problem.
Whatever. It works, I guess.
Oh, it's frozen now, but hopefully it fixes itself.
I'm also just trying to figure out how to put my phone up. Oh shit.
Let's see, it froze. Let me see if I can back down and come back up. See if it'll fix it.
Can you see it?
They're just gonna buffer now. It showed for a second.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Yeah, it showed for a second, and then it like froze, and try my laptop here.
Everything's being difficult right now. Sorry about these technical difficulties.
Oh, it's frozen now, but I see it, but it's like stuck. Oh, now the video's gone. That's great.
Can you see it?
Let me join the call. Okay, I'm trying it through my laptop right now. I'm gonna see if this works.
Alright, well, everyone is readied up, so I am gonna start the match. Hopefully, we can figure out what's going on. But alright, so this is on bank. It is SG versus NH. This should be a really good game, and I'm sure this will. So for bans, I'm expecting some form of Heart Breacher, probably a Shield or a Jackal because of just the size of bank in general. Stuff like that. On defense, one of the Heart Anchors, Echo, Maestro, classic bans. A lot of that. Interested to see.
Usual bans for a map like bank.
Right.
Definitely.
Monty on attack, definitely a common ban. Makes sense. And a Habana, yep, so there's the Shield and the Heart Breacher. Expected that. Can you see it? Is it working?
Nope. It's like freezes, what the heck? It like shows, it's like showing, but it's like frozen.
On defense, we see Mira. Okay, that's pretty standard. On bank, that makes a lot of sense. We might see a smoke ban too for the downstairs. That's very common hold.
Here, what are you US East or what region?
Yeah, I'm US East.
Okay, that's what I'm on.
We have a clash ban. Interesting. That's interesting.
Very interesting.
Alright, so we have NH on attack and SG on defense, and their first defensive site is going to be downstairs in lockers and CCTV. Interesting. Pretty standard lineup. We have both Echo and Maestro are on the field, so, you know, of course we see the Echo. See both Maverick and Thermite being picked. Ying 6s to Glaz, and Pulse 6s to Ella. Yeah, Ella. Which, interesting, because Pulse in gold is a really strong. I'm trying to think of the word. It's a really strong
combo.
Yeah, it's really good. Ella does have the shotgun and a shield, so I'm assuming that she's gonna be pulling top of the blue stairs. Doc has a bulletproof, which is interesting to see. Wonder where to put that, especially mixed. They don't have the Maestro, so the Doc bulletproof probably is going to be used for seeing through smoke if they try to plant, as well as the Echo to deny the plant. No real easy way for the attackers to deal with the bulletproof camera unless they can get it and melee it, which, you know, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Also interesting, they have part of the main wall actually open, which is super interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna make it very interesting.
Doc holding garage, actually. Can you see?
Yeah, but it's really choppy. But like I can see stuff, but it's choppy.
Better than nothing. So
it goes from like
pushing through servers, Thermite, and they have a blitz. on, and Blitz is all the way in kitchen already. And Ella being in servers, this Blitz is interesting. The Echo Cam is also in top of blue stairs. The IQ is droning out garage, which we saw Doc playing in earlier. Zurchill gets the opening frag onto the Blitz with the pistol. That's from Ella's pistol. That was a really, really good pick, dealing with the Blitz really early on. I like to see it. They also have an ADS in blues. Yeah. Well, it looks like Doc and IQ might get into some form of a scuffle. Yep. IQ gets some shots on the Doc, but he is Doc, so it is all for pretty much not. Just a little wasted utility. Thermite opening up the server hatch. Jaeger playing behind the servers themselves, whereas Ella is still on those blue stairs, but she is very hurt. But so is IQ in garage fighting this Doc. And the Echo drone keeping her super disoriented and unable to really fight back, to give much fighting back. Looks like Jaeger might get a pick. Ooh, good shot from Jaeger onto the Thermite. That is a huge pick for them. That is no more... well, big hole hard reacher, because they do still have the Maverick, but he's not going to open up very big holes with that. Does get traded out by the Glaz. Ella, right, he saw her for a split second. She does have a shotgun, though. Shoots her foot. Oh my, that's unfortunate. Her foot was exposed. IQ is no longer in garage. He's rotating through kitchen, probably going to go for a main side push. But the Echo still has at least one drone, if not two. So that is something they have to deal with. But they are going for the plant. Through in the smoke, and the Echo are nowhere to be found. This plant's going to go off. Maverick does die to the smoke finally. He does die to the smoke finally. But other than that, it is a successful plant with a Glaz and an IQ still alive. Okay, IQ is now... not alive. But with the Glaz still alive, this is very winnable for NH just to hold the diffuser. Looking the wrong way. And he can't get any of them. Good frag by the I actually don't know who downed him, but the smoke canister will finish him off. And it is an easy defuse for Echo. Good play from SG on that hold and the retake. Some of your utility did miss stopping the plant, but it doesn't really matter because they were able to retake in the end, so stopping the plant doesn't matter much if you can just, you know, take out the diffuser. So that is a SG defensive win downstairs, which is the, you know, obviously most dominant site in Bank, so not too much of a surprise.
Agreed.
They are going to use tellers. Alright, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
You're good. Yeah, being downstairs attacking is one of the hardest sites to get into, and a very good defense from SG.
So the sledge is 6 to the Jackal, which is interesting, which is, you know, probably a good play because this map, when it comes to roamers, is so massive that it makes a lot of sense to see something like that. And an interesting play to bring a castle. I'd like to see. I'm interested to see how they use that. Sticking with the Doc, bringing a bulletproof on castle. They seem to really like these bulletproofs because oh no, Doc does not have a bulletproof this time.
Intel must be a key of their hold. Imagine with all these bulletproofs.
Yeah, and they also are opening up a lot of walls. Like a lot of the walls that most teams will reinforce. SG seems to just be opening and like playing, which is interesting. They open up the main wall down in basement. They're opening up a lot of the main walls. Like it looks like they're holding all of open, which I can imagine is not easy. Especially considering that it is not the site.
One of the main walls is open. That's going to be an interesting strategy to see how NH are going to attack this and try and get in there with all these holes.
I actually think they have 2 of the main walls open. Yeah, because they have the main wall into right here in archives.
Oh yeah.
So they have 2 of the main walls open, which is super interesting, and they have the hatch open there as well. Right, I'm interested to see how NH is planning on attacking this. They have a couple drones near front lobby. The buck is droning out upstairs, which makes a lot of sense. Thermite is over by this open area side, which I'm not sure is smart because they're putting so much utility into holding open area that, you know, it almost seems like they should just abandon that kind of push altogether and go for either a skylight or just the main lobby push. That's what it kind of seems like to me.
I would agree. Go in open area would be tough to attack, especially with all this defense.
So someone is in. Oh, Jackal does not see the one inside garage, the castle. Oh, he does. He does hit the frag, and he opens up the hatch going downstairs. Jaeger picks up a frag on the Thermite. That's a huge pick, especially if they were going to go for either that main lobby or skylight push. That's no ability to get open the walls or any of the reinforced hatches or anything. Jackal with another quick refrag onto the dock this time. That's the ACOG down. Buck onto the alibi upstairs, getting some kills through the floor. So he did actually seem to, Thermite did appear to get at least one of the reinforced hatches, which is nice. So not all of his utility was wasted.
True.
And another quick frag from the Thatcher, leaving Kixik in the 1v4. He does see the hook, but does not get the frag. But they were all around him. There was no way he was gonna get more than just the one frag.
He was swamped.
Yeah. It's a good attack by NH. Really good attack by NH. Alright, and let's see. They're going CEO this time, which is interesting. Slayer back on the dock. And the Maestro finally coming out. Because they didn't have an Echo on that last push as well. The Echo was so influential downstairs. I'm not sure how I feel about them not bringing the Echo.
Yeah.
This time they're bringing the Maestro, though. Rox is picking up that Maestro. Sticking with the Zofia, Thatcher, Buck, and Thermite. Let's see if Sledge goes to Jackal again or if they'll keep the Sledge. Up, the Sledge is 6, picking to the Jackal again. So S2 seems to... Yeah, Jackal's a great op in this map.
Definitely. It's very large and easy to track down those roamers if you get the footprints in the right coordinated attack. You'll be able to get in there and get them down.
Especially on an alibi, it stops the whole Hall of Mirror strats of, you know, just let's put everyone stand, let me stand still surrounded by a bunch of holograms and make them guess. It eliminates that entirely. So, kind of the classic standard in front desk. Stop that really long angle from parking garage. Yep. Pretty standard. I do have to admit, I think on that last site, the fact that they opened up so much of the site was a little harmful to them. But
yeah, definitely.
So Doc, even though they now have the Maestro, is still indeed bringing his bulletproof camera, but he has yet to put down an Evil Eye. All right, there's one
so very ready.
in sight, and I wonder where they're going to put the other one. Seems like they're more using these as plant denial and the bulletproof as a camera. Whereas the other team will use the Evil Eyes as majoritively a camera. Jackal trying to get some sneaky angles from outside, whereas Sophia drones out the main lobby. Let's see where this Thermite uses his charges. Looks like they're pushing Skylight.
My trump card.
They know Janitor's Closet is open, so they're being careful of that. A lot of droning on the attacker's side, which is smart with a site such as this. If you can figure out where people are, you can sort of cut off locations and keep them locked in corners.
If you get control and can hold it down, you hold down the staircases. There's really no way to come up without it being watched if you clear all those rumors.
Oh, if Castle would have just pre-fired through that window, he would have gotten an easy kill. It's unfortunate. Opening frag from the Jackal onto the Jaeger, and another frag from the Zofia onto the Alibi. Jackal does see the one inside elevator. Doesn't seem to catch him on the drop though. Oh, but he does get taken out by the Thatcher regardless. It's all down to Doc as Zofia with their second or third frag of the round, and that's every kill that round was gotten by either Zofia or Jackal. That was a really good cleanup by those two.
Very strong cleanup by both of them.
And I think that might have been a flawless round as well for NH. Really good drone work, good push and clear, all around, just good attack. Going back downstairs, SG, this was their one win on defense, which is, you know, the most dominant of the defensive sites on Bank. So that is no surprise to me. If you're gonna win a defense on Bank, this is, you know, this is the site.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing that Echo back. This time they're bringing a Twitch though to the game. Oh, never mind. Jackal. But it's a different player playing Jackal this time. It used to be on Doom, now it's on Remnants. While Doom is playing that Blitz. I wonder if that's just because Doom is their, you know, Blitz player. Probably makes the most amount of sense. Not getting hatches. I want to see if they. So they opened up that main wall again. Right there.
Yeah. I'm not sure what they're trying to do with that opening of main walls and other sites. It kind of just brings them down in the long run with all these long angles.
Yeah, it is interesting, but they do get the server hatch, so which to me says like they're just trying to hold servers as hard as possible. Like they're making servers part of the site, which if they can hold it, like we saw last time, works out immensely in their favor because it gives them way more breathing room and whatever. But at the same time, I don't know if I agree with the the risk.
Mm-hmm.
Ella with the shotgun holding in the corner. Let's see if she can. She did get a kill last time, but she did get picked off by the glass shooting her foot in the first round. It was very unfortunate. Narok's watching cam. So is the Doc. Doc is indeed holding the garage again. Blitz rushing down the main stairs. This time not getting headshot by the Ella. The Echo drone coming in to try to stun him. Oops, Ella does get hit by one of the hip fires. Ella and Jackal being extremely aggressive on these blue stairs, but they do have a dock, so I guess that makes a lot of sense because as long as they stay alive, it doesn't really matter much.
Mm-hmm.
IQ also very hurt though on those side stairs. Did they get main hatch open? No, they did not yet. Jackal is pushing down the stairs. Jackal, they do have server control. And this time it's 5 alive, which could spell, like, just could be awful for SG. They lost that entire site. The main wall is already open. And there's still 5 people left, and there's still half the round. NH still has plenty of time to make a very good and convincing attack. There might getting the planter wall open.
Tons of utility left too with all the smokes and everything. This is not going to be good for us.
Good point. Jackal has both his smokes. They drowned out the Ella's position and the smokes. NH and they still have both of Zofia's stun mines as she's watching playing. Jackal does get one frag. That's onto the smoke. The Echo is still up though. The Ella down. And the plank going down 1v4. He has 40 seconds. Even with both drones, he can't stun this, especially with an IQ. There's no way.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be pretty near impossible to finish.
And the IQ finishes off the Echo. Yeah, I have to agree with you. I don't agree with the opening of the main walls because not only are they opening them, but they know they need to hold it, so they're playing super aggressive. And then, like, they played super aggressive on those blue stairs, but then the moment the Blitz got to the bottom of them, they fell off pretty immediately.
Yeah, it's
like
just...
They didn't...
It's just not worth it, in my opinion, to open up all these walls, because if you lose server control, it's just going to be a complete spiral. They're just going to have everything ready, and them having 5 people in a full stack, it's just going to be over.
Alright, so, interesting. They have a Vigil, which says to me that they're finally going to roam on the bottom floor, but at the same time, NH is bringing a Blackbeard. All right, nope. Neurox is swapping back to the smoke, so it will be a 5 anchor again, it appears. But they do have the Legion this time. They do have the Legion this time.
Yeah. I think they're going to go for Legion to stop that blitz, just to stop that pressure from him, and hopefully just completely counteract him and stop his attack.
Yeah. The other thing that I think is interesting is no one on the attack has brought frags yet. Like, frags
that is a good point.
You know, very good on this site. With, you know, a lot of the, like, you can throw them behind the desk, you can, but, you know, because NH seems to be ignoring frags altogether. They are getting the main wall this time. I don't know if you saw that. They are getting the main wall this time.
I think this is definitely going to be beneficial.
Which interests me. They are still getting the server hack. So it does seem like they're still going to hold server even if they're giving up that wall, which I think you can totally do. I wonder if they're going to keep putting utility in garage.
Yeah, he always seems
to lose that fight.
Yeah, he just is not able to hold it.
IQ's pushed there almost every time, but they don't have an IQ this time, so I wonder, yep, that's where the Blackbeard, it looks like that's where the Blackbeard's going to push, which makes a lot of sense, actually. Does look like they are worried about that Vigil, because they are approaching the site a little. Oh, but they are still having a roamer. They're having the Jaeger roam this time instead of sitting down basement
top floor,
again, which I think is beneficial to them.
Yeah, roaming's definitely
a little of that
behind
behind pressure. As for everything else, NH seems to just be going through their standard push. You know, Blitz is roam clearing though, so the Jaeger is gonna have some issues. Those 1v1s versus Blitz very rarely favor the defender.
Yeah, this might not end well if he meets up, but
he seems to have gotten off the roam clear though, and takes a Legion mine for his trouble. Jaeger is in a prime position to kill the Blitz.
Oh, if he gets this flank
down. He could do so much damage, yeah. He's waiting for the Echo to drone for him, which is smart. Figure out where they are. And if he's able to get this flank off, it would be unbelievably deadly.
Time to ring some ears.
They are getting the planter wall open. And there's the kill from the Jaeger onto the Jackal. That's a great pick. Remnant has been putting in a ton of work for his team on that Jackal. Those between the pings and his gun. But he can't seem to get the kill on the Zofia, where Blitz is rushing up the stairs. Jaeger needs to play his life here and just get out.
Run while you can.
Seems to still be standing and fighting, which I don't know how I don't know. But it does seem to have flustered the attackers. They have stalled a little bit. The Blitz is focusing on this roamer. He does get him though. Doc having a fight with Blackbeard. He does take out his shield, but of course it's Blackbeard, so he's still alive. But he is out of shields now. It is both of his shields, which means Blackbeard is now totally vulnerable. And he's one shot. This seems to be a way stronger push, defense from SG, and I can't help but feel like it is because they played differently. They had a roamer.
Oh, absolutely.
They are still planting, but the plant is stopped. They pull off the plant. Legion pushes up. 1v3. Zofia is down yet. Now it's 1v3. But I called that early. And the Thermite also gets fragged by the Legion.
Definitely
by the Legion on Zerchel. I think that first round, NH was caught off guard by their unorthodox hold of the basement, and I think that played toward their strength, which was fine, and so it won them that first round. But I think after kind of the surprise factor, NH saw what they did, and they were like, all right, here's how we deal with that. And what we saw the second time holding the basement, that's what we saw. They were like, all right, so this is how you deal with it, and they just totally picked it apart. I'm glad to see they switched it up, though, on that third hold, and were able to be successful. Going back to Tellers now, which they also had a bunch of main walls open, as well as no hard anchor outside of the dock. They had no Echo and no Maestro, which they still don't. Unless the dock picks to the Echo or Maestro. Jackal to Jackal, greatest bamboozle in the century. Dr. Smoke. Okay, so Smoke is a hard anchor, and this time, I don't know if they had Legion the last time, but they do have a Legion at this time, at least.
Yeah, they had a Legion last time. If I was on the defense here, I would definitely be running a Maestro and an Echo at all times, just to try and completely stop their planning endeavors. And you see they open up that wall again. They open up that
it does seem like, let's see, did they open up the, they opened up the one in Archives too. It does seem like they're going to try to hold open area again. They have both hatches open for quick escapes down. Let's see. Upstairs, they have one hatch reinforced. They have two of the three hatches reinforced, but the one in Janitor's Closet is still open to a Zofia or a Buck or Jackal, one of the three of them, unless... Nope, Alibi is getting it right now. Okay. This wall is reinforced though, which it makes sense.
Definitely, they have to keep that wall reinforced.
Wait,
defense is touching.
What's the point of this hole?
Yeah, these holes, I'm not sure if this is going to be beneficial or it's just going to completely ruin their hold, or to see how this one definitely falls. This is definitely peculiar.
Thatcher seeing a bunch of their utility already placed. Where's the thermite pushing? That's my question. Seems to be putting upstairs again to try to get these hatches open. Probably makes a lot of sense because they did clear out open last time. Getting those hatches open will help immensely. I don't think they have any upstairs pressure though on the defensive side. Jackal gets opening frag onto the castle yet again. The Jackal this game has, in general, either on Remnants or on Doom, has been doing amazing.
It's just been key in just their attack every time. Just whoever's been running Jackal's just been a great fragging up.
They completely surrendered top floor control, and there's that hole being wide open, and just Jaeger runs right into Vadex's arm, but he does get traded out by the Alibi. Good pick from her. Thermite is getting a wall, but they have getting the hatch. They get Legion Mind. And this Legion is now in a lot of trouble, being pushed on many angles. And they seem to have... Smoke does pick up a frag, but the Zofia frag is one of their few anchors on site. Zerchel with another amazing frag upstairs. But he does get traded out by the Thermite, and it does put it into a 1-2-1. The Alibi gets the Thermite, and it's between the Zofia and the Alibi. Zofia going for a diffuser right now, going upstairs. She has a minute. Eclipse has a minute. If he has a drone to his name, he can... Yeah, if he has a drone to his name, he can figure out where this Alibi is, and... No, she accidentally dropped. She doesn't have diffuser. The Alibi is sitting on site. That's both of her impacts gone. Alibi knows what side of the map is on. But Alibi does it. Alibi with the amazing shot onto the Zofia. That will be 3-3 into the half.
Great shot.
Yeah, it was. SG didn't really seem like they were going to go into this half very well. It didn't, a lot of their rounds were pretty dominantly in NH, especially that round. That round seemed to be in NH's hand, but an amazing play by Zerchel on the Smoke upstairs, was able to get 2 frags for his own life, and the Alibi was easily able to trade that out, allowing them into a 1v1, which obviously Alibi won. That's really great play by Zerchel and the Alibi, by both of them. Great play.
Agreed. That Smoke upstairs and those frags really slowed down the attack and just completely annihilated it. And the amazing shot by Alibi at the end really sealed the deal there on that defense.
So immediately difference from the two defenses is NH is bringing both a Valkyrie and a Maestro, as opposed to just an Echo and the Bulletproof on Dock, which is very different. They seem to be going way more intel based, and I can't say I necessarily disagree, which says to me also that they're most likely going to have some form of roamer, which is what those Valkyrie cams are going to be for.
Yeah, I think the intel here from all these operator choices that they have is really going to be crucial in how they're going to hold this site.
Interestingly enough, so far NH is also leaving the main wall open. Hatches.
Evil Eye in place.
The classic Evil Eye position. Ella does indeed have the shotgun. She has a legendary shit skin for the shotgun.
Ooh.
Camera activated.
They also closed server hatch, which I think is really interesting. So it looks like both NH and SG are gonna hold that server room. It's very interesting. It's not a strat you see. It's not a strat you see very often anymore. It used to be popular back in the day, but not so much anymore. So interesting to see both teams implementing it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it also seems like that they might have a lot of roaming potential on the defense because they did open up the third floor hatches for rotations. It means that they are trying to be very slippery on these this defensive hold.
So that Jack will be able to get him. We'll see here.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to that Jackal. Jackal, great arm up for finding roamers, but it doesn't seem like they have any roamers at the moment. I don't actually know where the Ella actually is because she's sitting on cameras, but I think she's on blue stairs. A lot of droning from SG. They seem to be worried about roamers that seem to exist, which just seems a little bit of a misstep on SG.
Yeah, them thinking there's roamers is really going to slow down their attack as they just look for non-existent people that are roaming around.
Yeah, interesting play because it does seem like, and actually, like I said, they did seem to like do everything that would says there are going to be roamers. There's a Valkyrie for cameras. There's open hatches for rotations from the third floor. So it seems like they left kind of the breadcrumbs for a roamer for SG to follow, but there was actually no prize at the end of it.
That's a good way to put it.
Concussion. Get out of here.
So the interesting thing about trying to use concussion to push out this Ella is Ella and Zofia both gain resistance to the concussive effect. So trying to push her out doesn't make a whole lot of sense because she doesn't take as harsh of an effect as the other does. But the Zofia does win that fight, but the Maestro will trade, and the Maestro lighting up the Thermite as well, trying to saving Private Ella. That's the second one for home shot. Thermite, is he gonna peek as well? A third one for Maestro. That's a third one for Maestro, and the Ella gets back up. Saving Private Ella is a success, not for long though, as Nurox trades out the Ella and picks up the Fuser. That is the Maverick.
It was just like a death trap in there. You run in there and you're screwed, man.
I mean, the Alda, 81 bullets. When you don't have to reload, it opens up a lot of opportunity. The Maestro does get traded out, and it's just a drop by the Maverick. And Nurox gets, oh my god, he got, I think he downed one and got two. Oh my god, Nurox.
Valiant effort.
Pretty intense, yeah, very valiant effort. But got forced to plant by the timer and easily picked off by the Valkyrie and still in servers. She just sat in servers that whole round. But that was needed of her, apparently. Okay, so we can't ignore the glazing error in that push. One after another, just walking into blue stairs, trying to kill the Ella or the Maestro.
Walking in on 80 bullets is just not gonna work for you, no matter what you try and do. Like, it's just not gonna work.
The Alda's amazing weapon. And then a Capcan, that's an interesting choice. So I'm not quite sure exactly when. Yeah, it's definitely rare, and I'm not quite sure exactly when they made this change, but Capcan traps also now have a lot of destructibility, ironically. If they blow up, it opens up holes in walls and floors and ceilings, depending on where you put them. So it's very, I'm actually very interested to see, because I've actually had times where, like, a Capcan will go off and then I'll use the hole that the Capcan made, and he also is running a sausage.
Yeah, this is definitely...
He's running the sausage.
Well, maybe he'll prove us wrong and it'll do some damage. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Nice.
APS deployed and ready to go.
Yeah, still has one ADS left to put down. Doing some lead spam. Thank you for your home shot. I wonder if the Capcan is gonna roam with that. Because I feel like if you're gonna run the sausage, you gotta roam. You gotta take the fights where you can. I feel like it's not really a sight-based weapon.
Yeah, you'd have to get up close and personal with the sausage to do some damage.
Yeah. All right. So, bringing Nerox on that Maverick again, which is, I mean, he did amazing that last round. So I don't disagree with it at all.
Yeah, very good idea to bring the Maverick. Valiant effort. Just let's see if it'll work out now into this round. See if they can trans over those frags.
So they do have roamers on the 3rd floor this time, so the Jackal is going to help clear those out. Looks like Maverick is going to be entry fragging for SG at the moment. Jackal taking a bit of damage. I'm not quite sure exactly from where. It looks like from a punch hole.
Disabling electronics.
He's gonna pick up the footprints of the Capcan, but which is on blue stairs. Or no, that's the Valkyrie on blue stairs. Either way, it's an interesting position for them. And the Jaeger does get picked by the Zofia. All the way, yeah, repelling.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Got caught on rotation. Capcan is still downstairs. And so is Valkyrie. This is an interesting duo roam from the two of them. They have 2 nitro cells in hand, but I don't think any of the floors are destructible. I'm like 90% sure of that fact.
Oh yeah, the floors you cannot break into the site, so I'm not sure what they're going to try to achieve when they're sitting under there.
Well, there's 1 nitro down. The Capcan trap does go off in the distance, putting Neuro to very, very low health. Bandit gets a pick onto the Zofia, as well as the Mute onto Thermite. That's the Thermite down. That's a pretty big pick if they didn't get a wall open. Huge pick if they didn't get a wall
open. Yeah, they didn't get a wall open. It's just pretty much a useless op there coming from Thermite.
Yeah, no walls were open. Absolutely not. It's a good pick from the Mute. And another Capcan goes off, downing the Jackal. He most likely will get picked up at some, for 20 HP. Not nearly as good as it used to be back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean a whole, like, what, couple months ago?
Yeah, a couple months.
So far, only one defender has fallen so far. As I say that, I get turned into a liar. Thanks. Thatcher going for a pick. Thatcher somehow walking out with his life, but it does get traded off by the Bandit. And now comes down to Nerox again on a Maverick with no time, and he will, you know, preserve his KD, but he did have sight. If you noticed that, he was in sight. They couldn't get the diffuser down.
Lack of diffuser placement definitely ruined that. I think if he had diffuser, it could have been a clean plan. Might have been a good attack there and a win for SG.
Oh, absolutely. Here's the scoreboard for anyone wondering. So defense, I mean, on NH side, it's a pretty even split. No one's overly out-fragging, but I will say that on attack, Remnants and Doom on the Jackal were doing amazing, and Eclipse is on defense helping out a lot. On the side of SG, it does seem to be a little bit more one-sided. We have Zerchel way up top there with 9 kills. But Nerox also putting in a lot of work on this attack, as we saw that first round on Maverick. Here he got 2 frags and a down, almost winning a 1v4. And we do have a Nomad coming out as well to help deal with those roamers. So both a Jackal and a Nomad.
Yeah,
so you can tell how much issue. You can go.
Okay. They definitely want to get rid of those roamers with all those ops. Definitely focus on that roamer control, because that was kind of a big part there. As soon as they got the diffuser stuck, Ben was just going to hold that and make a victory.
Oh, absolutely. So far tonight, we will not see a single round on open area. Seems to be highly ignored by the two teams here tonight.
Which is interesting. I would agree not going there, in my opinion, but these teams have their own strategy. And
I don't know, man. And not to try to reveal too much, but I've always liked open area. Like, I actually legitimately like that site, but even on my own team, it seems like I'm like in the minority there. Like, even on my own team, like, apparently I'm just weird. Apparently I'm just weird, but I like that site a lot. think it has a lot of flexibility. You can play it a bunch of different ways.
Depends on how you hold it.
You know, yeah, I just think I like the flexibility of it and how unpredictable you can be. But
agreed.
Like I said, apparently I'm weird.
I'm reloading.
Interesting seeing the AK with an ACOG. I see a lot of people run the reflex on it because it has that special reflex.
Yeah, reflex is definitely more common for the AK for Nomad players, 100%.
Jaeger just holding cams. Mute holding below, which is interesting because they don't have. They have a. I guess they have a Zofia and a Jackal, but they don't have a lot of ability for vertical destructibility. But on the other side, Mute can C4 from below if they need to, especially with assistance of some Valkyrie canvas. Oh, looks like they might go for an attack trip here. Come on, dude. We should have opened that up ahead of time. He's gonna. Oh, Nomad did go off on a flank somewhere. And it looks like he is punished for it. Mew also rotating all the way downstairs, scared of those air jabs. Sophia does get picked off. No trade though from the Bandit. I mean, from the Jackal, but Bandit does get traded by the Jackal that time. And he's getting pushed on the side, and what a shot from Remnants. Good push.
Very good kill.
Mute is still both below and behind, being a thorn in their side, but Jackal on... Okay, it's a 1v2. He's gonna get pushed from both sides.
Yeah, they're smart. They would sandwich him here.
Now, if NH wins this round, it does put them on 6 points, which obviously does confirm them 1 point for tonight's match. So if SG want to win all 3 points from tonight's match, they need to win this round and the next three in a row after it to get all 3 points. One does get air jab, and he does not see the Mute behind the desk. That does confirm 1 point for NH.
Yeah, not seeing that Mute there really screwed that Thatcher's push there. He was just hiding there, being a little sneaky and pay off.
Match point for NH here. They're trying to. I'm assuming they're gonna try to close it out in basement. Yeah. So let's see how. Wow, look at that. That's kill split on NH side. Wow. 8-7-7-7-3.
That is a balanced team right there.
8-7-8-8. Yeah, it's crazy. Zerchel still pretty top heavy on SG. 10. The next closest is there are 3 people on 5 on Slayer, Neuro, and Kixic. They are bringing a Ying this time, which we have not seen tonight, and a Cavi on the side of defense. So 2 new operators to the night. Slayer bringing a Blitz, which I don't think we saw them bring a Blitz last time they attacked basement. I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
So, let's see how they hold this site. Neither main wall has been so far reinforced, but it is still earlier in the prep phase. Rook still has his armor. Solid Rook play. Eclipse, this is interesting, has the FMG9. I've been seeing more and more people pick up the FMG9 lately.
Yeah, it's starting to become a little more common in play now, which could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, depending on how you play it.
I mean, so what I'll say is, especially when Mozzie and Redlock brought in, that there are a lot of shotguns on defense now for secondaries between Maestro, Mira, and then Mozzie. So I feel like having a primary shotgun is becoming less and less necessary to open up sight. But I still feel like it's, it's useful, you know what I mean? Because at least the Bailiff doesn't have a lot of destructibility.
Yeah, agreed.
Some of the other ones, I know the Mozzie's has actually a ton of destructibility.
Yeah, Mozzie's,
I think, get droned out.
That's the best destructibility out of all the shotguns.
she's going to rotate down. Probably a smart play. Blitz still on the roof. You'd think a minute in he'd be in the building already.
Yeah, Blitz should usually rush. In my opinion, if you're gonna run a Blitz, you gotta run fast-paced offense stuff, especially Blitz.
Going down those side stairs. Probably is waiting for a drone to be put in front of him. Oh, they don't know. They don't know she's there. Oh, but I'm kind of curious on what tipped her off, because she didn't seem to know she was there, and then all of a sudden she seemed to.
Yeah, it seemed she was hidden there for a good amount of time until she must have just caught a glimpse of her or something, and was able to get the frag.
Oh, a good pick by the IQ. No longer have to worry about that sneaky cavi from behind. Dynamite opening up the server hatch, whereas Blitz is just rushing behind those servers. They have the main wall open, unreinforced. I don't know if you saw that. There it is. Back of sight. So it seems like they have good cross pressure on both sides. This round does seem to be a good push for SG.
Yeah, very methodical push, getting rid of that roamer cav and knocking her off.
Popping smoke grenade.
First smoke does go out for Slayer. They do not have a Jackal to back up with smokes, but they do, on the other side, have a King. The Blitz does get just pushed out by both the Ultra and the Portuguese, Jaeger and Maestro. Jaeger on 1 HP in sight, holding it down. Maestro does get one pick, but he does get picked off. But the Jaeger finally does drop. Thermite getting the plant down, getting covered by the Factor. Plant does succeed. And it's down to both Rook and Smoke. Smoke does get one pick. Rook weakens the Thermite immensely. The IQ is still on full health. And she's upstairs. That's the Doc going down, but IQ can watch from hatch. That's a Rook down. It's a 1v1 between the Smoke and the IQ. He's gonna force her to drop and pull off. And it's a good pick from the IQ onto Eclipse the Smoke. And that is a one more round for SG, trying to bring it back for a force a tie.
Yeah, SG's gonna have to go for a tie here, definitely. And coming back. That was a very methodical push, though. From what I saw, they cleared out the roamers of Cav and made sure to just have complete control of servers, and getting that Blitz in there and distracting and just fragging out really worked.
And Nurox, and it seems to be a rehost. Oh, that sucks. They technically have to wait till all of one team leaves. Alright, there it is. So, we will restart this, and we'll get it going again. Please be patient with us. Gotta love that background. Alright, so you were already on the rounds, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Wrong button. You know, let me wait first. Ignore that. Wrong button.
So you want me to join?
Yeah, man. I mean, you're playing, right? Eclipse. Invite Nurox. Neuro from SG.
So you need me in there, or?
Nah, you're good.
Okay.
So band ops were Monty,
Mira, Habana, and Clash.
Then round one was So orange went down in the basement, right?
Yes, they went lockers.
Alright, and then, yep, second round, what is it?
Tellers. And NH wins.
Then it was executive, right? Blue?
Yep,
If I remember
CEO.
correctly.
Yep.
Blue on basement. This is all off memory, by the way. Orange on basement, I believe. Round 5.
Yeah, round 5
And
basement.
then, then round 6 was Teller's defense.
Yep.
And then I don't remember what the and then I don't remember what these are.
And then lockers for round 7.
All right. It was an attack one, right?
Yeah, NH1.
No, NH1. So that was blue.
And then tellers for round 8.
And what was that? NH.
Yeah,
Or
NH1.
was that?
Yeah, round 8.
And then
NH1.
And then round 9
CEO.
was basement. Oh, CEO.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was NH.
Yes.
And then the last round was
Lockers.
basement, and that was and that was
SG.
SG. That should be right. Alright, everyone is here, so now just waiting for everyone to quickly ready up. Waiting on a few other people to ready up. I hope everyone in chat is doing good. It's an exciting game going on right now.
Back to the Ying. With that nerf coming to her being less viable for like the Ying spamming, do you think teams are going to try and integrate her and do her attack into their attack? Or?
So, I mean, alright. So I am a Ying player. Like, it's one of my lesser known talents because you always see me on Hard Breach in the league because that's my role. But I actually love Ying. It's definitely one of my hidden talents. I'm very sad by this change, but I can tell you that I'm not going to stop playing her because of it. I'm just gonna be forced to play her differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like frags. She now works like frags. You know what I mean? It's you gotta time it right. So, but the thing is that they don't blow up in your hand as well as frags. You know, you hold that too long, you're dead. So, you know, it's just gonna be cooking it while you're in a safe position and then peeking to throw and then pushing. So it is gonna slow her down. What it's gonna do is it's gonna slow her down. It's not gonna let her throw out all 3 or even 2 just in a singular room to make sure everyone's blind and then pushing. It's gonna stop that from happening. But like,
it's definitely gonna need to be more team-based. You're gonna need to be coordinated to be able to get that push going with Ying.
Which I think is interesting because the thing about Ying is that she's never really been a team-oriented operator because she blinds everyone but herself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
She's more or less just run in and just spam and flash everybody so you can get the kills.
Right. All right. Well, we're gonna get back into this. And so it is down. It is NH on match point. If SG wins the next 2 defenses in a row, then okay, it is right. Okay, I'm sorry. I just all of a sudden thought I was wrong. You know, if they win the next 2 defenses, it will force a tie. So they are gonna go back to basement.
Running that caviar again.
And a vigil. So they have both hard roamers. As well as that Ying still making a reappearance. That's pretty cool. Because, like I said, she's going away soon. Oh, and they're bringing an Echo. Which is interesting. So they're bringing both hard anchors in the Maestro and Echo.
And Jackal as well coming into play, which has been a key player for both sides. Especially with Doom
it has.
And Remnants when they were fragging out with Jackal.
Absolutely. So the thing that's interesting is they are bringing the Jackal, but Cavi, as probably we're all very familiar with, actually cancels out Jackal's ability completely with her Silent Step. And if she is the only roamer on the defensive side, then she's gonna have, they're gonna have to deal with that, because, which I know is, on some level, when you bring the Jackal, you sometimes hope to be that you can be a little bit lazy with the droning, because you have a Jackal, but you can't with Cavi. And my game just crashed.
Ooh,
that's really. Unfortunate. I'm gonna ask admin because I'm not really sure exactly if they should play that round or not.
Okay.
I'm just not sure if they should play that round. Wait, did they? I think they might have crashed.
Did they crash? Yeah, it might have been just everybody crashed.
Come on, Ubisoft, please. Why you do this to us?
Match point 2.
Alright. Alright, so you're gonna have to read me off some of that stuff again.
Okay, that's fine.
I am sorry about this, everyone. People in chat, I'm not quite sure what happened, but it does seem like everyone crashed in the game. I was getting some messages on Discord kind of suggesting that, so it will not be a played out. I don't think it'll be a played out round. I haven't gotten anything that says otherwise. Let's see, let's get Neuro in here. And Band Ops are Monty, Hib, Flash,
And Mira.
Alright, so let's see. Orange, blue. Blue. Oh, wait, no, blue. Blue. Alright, and then round 7.
Round 7 was NH win lockers.
Yeah. Then Archives win NH. Then CEO win NH, correct?
Yep, round 8 NH, round 9 NH.
And then round 10 was
lockers SG.
Yeah, that should be right. Oh, it looks like they did play out. All right.
Okay.
So I am sorry about that, everyone, but they did play out the last round. it does appear to be NH did take the round because they're all saying GG. We are sorry that did not get caught on stream. Apologize.
Wait, the way to end it.
All right. So I am sorry about that, everyone. But
that was definitely an interesting
still
wave.
do an invite. I think we can still do an interview. I mean, at least.
Yeah. Oh, I think it is a rehost. I believe. What I'm seeing in the chat here. I don't know.
I think Eclipse is who. I mean, that's what I'm assuming is they won. I mean, it's an admin call, so.
Yeah.
Good boys.
So include your audio, and I'm assuming it's gonna be you guys winning, but I guess an admin has to call. People are calling for an admin call.
Yeah, we won. They played it. We played it. We screenshotted the final round scores. So I mean, if they would have left the lobby, then we would have left the lobby and went for the rehost. But they played it to the very end, like literally to the end of the rounds. So.
I mean, yeah, it's just. It's everyone's saying GG. Even some of the admins are saying GG. So I'm assuming that that's a call from the admin. They said GG. So if you're still in stream NH, that's a win for you guys. Congratulations.
There you go.
So obviously we missed that last round. So if you want to give a brief summary, very brief summary of how it went down for everyone who didn't get to see it.
Basement hold. Our ops were Jaeger, Smoke, Cavi, Echo,
we did see the
and
prep
Maestro. Oh, you did see that? Okay, cool. So you
we
saw
the
our
prep
basic
phase.
setup. So basically, I'm assuming they roam cleared the Cavi because she ended up getting a kill at like 1-shot health with an impact nade, I believe, onto Neuroxed. And then we had everyone rotate back down to site and did a five-man site hold. They all pushed into cellar, or sorry, like the showers. To do the usual take, and we hit our shots. Our smoke was hitting his smokes, and it turned into a GG. They took a lot of time getting down there, so we were able to kill everyone at the very end of the round. So.
All right, well there you go. There's a brief summary of that last round, but so for the rest of the standard interview. So, how did you guys feel that GOAT game? You know, how did you guys feel about that game in total? Like, did you feel confident? Did you feel a little worrisome?
We definitely went in confident. Maybe a little too confident. Obviously, after the first round, we realized, like, okay, well, we're gonna have to change something on the fly here. They surprised us on the first round. We had to make some adjustments, obviously. We felt pretty good about our attacks on basically every other site except for basement when we were attacking. So that was one thing, and then on our defenses, I don't know. I mean, I think we shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times, and could have obviously hit shots, played better. I mean, I missed 1v1 clutch on the alibi. Should have had that one, but no. All in all, I think we played an okay game. Obviously, there's stuff to work on. Obviously, we're gonna have to get into practice and scrims. So.
Always room to.
I mean, coming off the high of the F6 game last week, I felt like we held it together all right because we definitely were feeling ourselves in scrims all week. That's for sure. So playing a little dumb. And
yeah, I mean, I didn't obviously play in that game, so I guess I'll just say quickly GG on that one.
But no, we definitely were feeling ourselves, obviously all week. So I mean, that all things considered, I feel like we played an okay game.
So I gotta ask because it was pretty funny. The Ella that went down on blue stairs, and the mice.
Yeah.
What was going on in those comms?
Well, you want to hear the comms like res me, home, res me, and home's like, no, fuck you, crawl. No, crawl, and then we eventually hit the bottom of the stairs, and I was like, nah, I'll just get him home. You keep watching. That was it. But basically, it was home shot telling him, yeah, no, you can crawl, bud.
I mean, they were pushing into him. They were pushing into an Alda with 81 bullets in a tight hallway.
That's it.
Not quite sure what they were thinking there.
I think they're running low on time. If there's anything I can say to SG is that, you just need to kind of move things along a little more quickly on attack. If they had us pushed into site with, say, a minute gone in the round, then we would have been worse off for it. But the fact that every time they pushed, it was nearing the last few seconds of a round. Like, they got that surprise plant off on that one defensive round where I apparently missed all my smokes and got yelled at by the team for that. But all in all, I think we were playing okay. But yeah. It was a good game. Could have went either way at times. So, and kudos to them. They played their hearts out.
It was definitely a good game. So, do you have any last-second questions for Eclipse?
Not much. Just what did you think about the defensive holes that they made in the walls on their defenses?
Yeah, some of those main walls, they were opening them instead of reinforcing them. What did you guys think
on which
of that?
sites? Which sites are you guys?
It was basement and
tellers.
Basement and tellers.
Well, I mean, I think I got 2 frags out because of those holes in the red hallway coming from like back vault. I'm pretty sure I killed 2 people there because of those holes when we were doing our take through showers. So I mean, it can be useful if played correctly. But basically, it was just watching people run through the hallway and getting frags out of them. I don't know that they necessarily got any kills from them. I could be wrong because I'm only one guy of the 5 guys on our team, and obviously they're not here to defend themselves on that. So I mean, it could be a part of their strat and what they were planning on doing or something like that. But things happened mid-round, and I think they were more of a detriment, from my personal opinion, to their hold.
All right, so but you didn't like consciously like say like, oh, these holes are open.
No.
We should like. You didn't consciously kind of say, oh, these holes are open. We should totally go for like example this type of take because these holes are open. They didn't influence.
I mean, not really, because we're always used to having to go against a mirror there. So like we're used to having to deal with people peeking through that wall either on one side or the other. So I mean. Was it kind of out of the box? I mean, not really. It was just kind of, I don't know, just an extra hole to look through. We didn't really talk about it at all in comms.
All right, interesting. All right, well, so for, obviously your last 30 seconds, call out whatever you want. Social media, anything else? Anything?
So yeah, shout out to NH, obviously. I don't know if any of you guys were in the Twitch stream or anything like that, but if you were, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Shout out to my team as always. Played a good game. We got some stuff to work on. We'll get back to it. Shout out to SG. Obviously, you guys played your hearts out. We appreciate the match. We appreciate the intensity of the match for sure. And yeah, just shout out to all collective if you guys were watching. GG's.
All right, GG's all around.
Awesome.